Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbish rahli sadri wayassirli amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Starting with the name of that superpower who is the power of powers, who is the sovereign of super sovereigns, who is the king of the kings, who is Lord of the lords. Without Almighty, even we are helpless to utter one word, even what to talk about, to take a step, the next step. It is going to be the biggest fact. I don't have the words to praise Almighty. I don't have the courage to define Almighty. I don't have the power in my sentences which could praise the Almighty. But I just want to say we are supposed to be submissive in front of that power. We are supposed to be praying in front of that power. We are supposed to bend ourselves in front of that super sovereign, nothing else. Our words are not in the courage to define or praise Almighty. But I tell you the fact, without the permission of Almighty, we are nothing. We are helpless. We are in chaos. We are despair. Just Almighty is there, which can empower us to step next, to utter the word, to speak the sentences. This is all owing to the power given by that Allah the Almighty. So, warm welcome to all of my lovers, followers, subscribers, friends, everyone who has been watching me since the beginning of my channel. And I tell you that it's going to be much encourageable for me, like while you people are responding me, you people are instigating me, you people are focusing me, then I've got the courage to create videos, not just for improving your English, as well as I am trying my level best to give the videos to you guys which are helpful as well for you guys to improve your knowledge, as well as your information could be improved. And you must be attaining information of the globe, not just relevant to the country. So here I would like to mention, many times I have mentioned it before, like many of my friends have suggested me to go for Urdu channel, but I never gone for that because, the significance of English language in the globe, in the universe. And unfortunately, my country, in particular, the south area of my country, like Multan and all these districts, which is mostly known as Saraiki area, is much more deprived and much more little in the backliners. So in English, and they couldn't be meeting the current scenarios of globe, couldn't be matching to the globe. So then I decided that just by sitting here, just by following here, just by being in this specific area, I must be trying to give support to my natives, to give support to my friends, to give support to my brothers, sisters, and relatives, everyone, and in particular my students too. So I am making effort, I am working. Rather, mean I am not caring for I am monetized or not, how many subscribers I am going to get or not, how many viewers I am views I am going to attain, how many people are watching me. I mean, not been caring for, just mean I am trying, I am making effort. Uh, Before starting my topic, you might have observed a thumbnail that I want to talk about the politics of Pakistan. Very first of all, I would like to welcome to all of you who have joined me. Uh, Here is Fahad is with me, and please introduce yourself, people who are with me. So just means name, type your names, so then so that I could be. And here, I am observing there are 6 watchers are there, and this time I am live. Arib is there. Arib is there. Arib, thanks a lot. Arib is very good and close friend of mine, and she's been living in Arabia for a long time, and having alhamdulillah very much flourished life. But even she's spending time with me on channel, so I am really grateful to you, Arib. It means really appreciative, encourageable, particular most of the times, she is the one. In fact, she is Azra, and having her own channel with the name of Arib Kitchen and Vlogs. So here I would request to all of my friends to follow her channel too. She is having very beautiful channel, and mostly she is giving recipes for cooking and all those things. So here, who is Sarji? So please write your names in your messages. I want to talk a little bit to you. Then definitely, I am going to be joining my topic. So many friends are awaited, and I'm waiting for many friends. They must be in pipelines. So they must be joining me a little later or after some times. So Arib is there, Fahad is there. So who else is there? Who is saying, Sarji, how are you? Chaudhary? What Chaudhary? Who is Chaudhary? Please tell me. So now first tell me that my voice is clear to you guys or not, because just while you people were saying, Dr. Minha Shehzadi? Minha Shehzadi? Am I naming you right? Please tell me. Minha. So please tell me, Minha Shehzadi. If I'm wrong, so please rectify me. So guys, you people were saying that voice is bit not clear, but now I think you must be hearing me very loudly, because just in the beginning I was speaking a little bit slow and in a low volume, but now I have also increased the volume of my own. So hopefully that you people are going to understand me in a well way. So Minha, 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 really, Minha, Minha. Okay, now it's clear. So this is Fahad. You are with me, boy. Thanks. Multani. What Multani? Boys. Multani boys. Your channel name is Fahad. Please tell me. 7 watchers are with me, so I want to know who else are there. So please tell me. Just Minha, 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 Mirha, Mirha. Okay, Mirha. Okay, so lady, if I'm not taking your name correctly, so please forgive me. What I'm understanding now, you have written in Urdu as well that it's Mirha. So Mirha, welcome to my channel. I think your first time here in my channel, so you most welcome. And Fahad is Fahad. Okay, you have got your channel of prank. Oh, oof, Sarji. So Mirha, I'm not taking your name right. So please tell me then, what you should do, you should give space between the letters. M, then give space, then I, then give space. So then I might be understanding more clearly. Sorry, now from a little bit some previous timings, my site is creating a bit trouble for me. So that's why this is also an issue. What Arib used to be telling me that I should be having glasses, but till now, Arib, I don't want to. When the problem will be increased, so then I might be thinking to have glasses, maybe in future. So, uh, seven people are with me, and just three are responding. So, who are the four ones? Today, I won in I Fahad. Which speech competition? Why you won in Al Huda? Yes, yes, your speech was very good. It's reality. Where, Fahad, in which competition you participated and got first position? Please tell me. So here, just I want to know the remaining four friends too, who they are, and then I really consider myself luckiest one that people are following me and watching me, and the guys who are unable to watch me in my live transmission, so they must be watching me little later when, obviously, after having live transmission after around about 10 to 12 hours, my video will be uploaded on YouTube, because while we people are going to complete our live transmission, so I tell you that video is not available very in near future. After, if you are going on my channel after 10 minutes, 20 minutes, so you won't be able to find out the same video. So obviously it is going to take about 10 to 12 hours to be, that depends on the timing of duration of the video, of live video. So if the video consisting of around about for an hour, so it might be taking 10 to 12 hours. After 10 to 12 hours, video is going to be uploaded, and that is going to be available on my channel too. So guys, a little bit I want to spend my time with you guys a little bit more, because I've been live after with the gap of 10 to 15 days. What you know that I try to be live on every week, once in a week, but sometimes it comes difficult for me to be live very frequently. So I have to be having some pauses, but from last 2 3 months, I've been trying that. I've been uploading my videos like previously. You must have watched the videos from Bahawalpur and many places. I went to Noor Palace, so I created a video, and there's lightning show. I shared with you guys. Then I went to SS World Park, so shared some memories from there. Went to Lal Suhanara, so I shared all the memories with you guys. So, but sometimes it comes difficult to be live very frequently. But definitely, I am trying to be live, not with more than gap of 10 to 15 days, so that we could be meeting, as well as we must be uh, exchanging. Mirha. Okay, Mirha, thanks for joining my channel, and Mr. Saftar Bukhari. Sir, Assalamu alaikum. So here I would like to introduce my eldest brother, Mr. Saftar Bukhari, the senior journalist, and really it's encouraging for me that he joined my channel too on my in my live transmission. He is with me. Sir, most welcome uh, on my channel. You joined. Really, I'm very happy that you joined me in my live transmission. And sir, you know that I've been live after a bit with the gap of 15 to 20 days. So in this way that I am able to have some greetings with you. Sir, Mr. Bukhari, thanks a lot for joining my channel and my live transmission. So guys, now without wasting time, so just I was having some greetings with you guys so that, you know, while I'm going to start my speeches, so I mostly want that there shouldn't be any sort of interruption. Today's program is very important. Today's live transmission is very important. The people who are following me for a long time, so they are well aware that most of the times I'm talking about the political situation of Pakistan, which is fluctuating all the time. Like if you people, I mean, I have spent on my channel around about 2 to 3 years. So obviously, even before this timing, there was fluctuation, changes, deviations. I mean, many unexpected conditions might have to be faced. My sweet homeland. But since my channel has been there, so my videos are the witness that I always been talking about the real situation of Pakistani politics and Pakistani condition of politics, the regime changes, regime issues, political parties condition, how they're behaving, how they're working. So today also, I didn't want to talk about the political situation in today's live transmission, but while I was observing the current scenario for politics, so then I decided that I need to be talking about it. I need to be talking about this uncertain political situation in our country, which is really incomprehensible. At least if anyone can understand the situation, so must be having much more brain and mind. So at least I'm not understanding what is going on in my homeland. That been okay. Most of the people, they are considering that I am denouncing all the times, I'm criticizing. But very first of all, here I want to mention that if I criticize, if I denounce, so this is within the parameters of respect, very first of all. And the people who are following me and people who are following in my classes, me too, while we people are having competitions and speeches. So this is going to be my first preference, that very first of all, we have to be respectful, which is for most important. You don't have the right to abuse anyone. Even if anybody is proven guilty by the courts too, you don't have the right to abuse anyone, to disrespect anyone. It's 100% and definitely it's been taught to by my seniors. So now I am also trying to teach my juniors too, that very first of all, we must have to be caring for the respect of everyone, because everybody is respectable. And the people who are, criticizing, denouncing, abusing, this has been habit of everyone, which is going to be unfortunate in our country. So I tell you, this is wrong. And before starting criticism, that's why I am uttering these sentences, these words, that very first of all, while you people are going to criticize any person, from politics, from bureaucracy, from diplomacy, from a business community, everybody is definitely is having due respect. So while you are going to be talking about any other person, so very first of all, you need to be caring for their respect. Here I want to stop for a little while, because I am observing there is a very important member of my followers, amongst my followers, Saman Zahra, I think. Saman Zahra is there. Saman, thank you very much for joining me. And really, after a long time, you've been on my channel. So most welcome to you that you have found out time and you've been part of my live transmission, and but really I am missing your live vlogs too. Here I want to mention that all the guys must join the channel of Saman Zara. She's living in Islamabad, and she's very good speaker and very finest mean anchor person, you can say. Okay, I'm just sharing my few words. I'm not sort of mean anchor or host, you can say. But very frankly, I don't have any experience of that. Just mean I want to share my some point of views with you guys, but otherwise I'm not very much experienced of these hosting and anchoring. But Saman Zara is perfectly anchor and perfectly means a very good speaker, and she speaks very sweeter. So I think you must join her. And nowadays she's not been very active on YouTube, but definitely her vlogs are on her channel. Mm, hmm, So you must join her. Thanks, Saman. Saman, where you are busy nowadays, that you are not nowadays live on YouTube. So who is there? Amal Zahra. Okay. You are not lost. Today you are live again. Okay, this is also your channel. And here I want to mention that when I started my channel before, around uh, 2 to 3 years back, who is there? So please write your name. My eyes not working very properly. So then Saman was there, and she encouraged me to about uh, this channel, and then this definitely gave much courage to me. Here, Mr. Safdar is saying something in your program is so that we can join your program at the schedule time. Sir, please pray for me that I should be having schedule of my programs and as well as of my life too. So guys, Mr. Safdar, I also want to have your input too, because mashallah, you people, you are also having your YouTube channel, and you are also doing programs for politics. And here, definitely, we are talking about politics. So here, I am also discussing the current scenario for the government and regime changes and bad politics. So I was just saying that very first of all, we have to be very caring for the respect of everybody. Even if you are going to criticize a government, opposition, whosoever, very first of all, we have to be caring for the respect of everyone. So, two provincial assemblies have been dissolved. I'm coming on my topic directly now. Spent much more time. Uh, there was government of PTI in Punjab province, in KPK. So they dissolved the assemblies before the time. Definitely, there were few time were left, but they went for dissolution of the assemblies. There is provision in the Constitution of Pakistan that if the chief executive of the province, chief executive of the country, I mean from federal side, prime minister, and chief minister is considered to be the head of the province, is having this power. So whenever he or she wants to eradicate, to dissolve the assemblies, so that one can. So this power was utilized by two chief ministers. I mean, one was Mr. Mahmood Khan, who was the chief minister of KPK, where the regime of PTI was working. So that one decided to dissolve the assembly, and they dissolved. And after that, as per as our constitution is concerned, that within the 3 months, you people are supposed to go for the elections. So then, uh, second government in Punjab province. Here, the chief executive, the chief minister was Mr. Pervez Elahi. He was head of PMLQ, but definitely there was some coalition government among between PTI and PMLQ. So the chief minister was Mr. Pervez Elahi. But definitely influence was there of PTI. So if you people little bit go in the past one, that there was little bit difference between these two parties, even they were in coalition, that assemblies should not be dissolved. This was the thinking of the chief minister of Punjab, of Mr. Pervez Elahi. But there was pressure of PTI that we have to dissolve the assemblies and we have to go for the elections. Ultimately, this occurred that assemblies were dissolved, and today there is interim governments are working, and in interim government, very first of all, I here want to tell you, first difference was created. I here also want to tell you some things related to the Constitution of Pakistan. There is a provision, like when assembly is dissolved, so the leader of house, mean the chief minister or the prime minister, and opposition leader, they people are bound to talk about and bound to discuss about the interim setup. Mean unanimously, they people are supposed to select a chief minister in the province and the prime minister in the federal area, I mean in National Assembly. So very first difference was created in Punjab, Mr. Mohsen Naqvi, he is the chief minister of Punjab. And here I want to tell you that basically this person is uh, belonging to the electronic and print media. He's from media. He's been representative of CNN2, and now he's owner of many channels and papers too. So he was elected by the election commission. So here I want to share one thing, if both of the leaders, like the leader of house and leader of opposition, if they people are not gathering, which has been very unfortunate in the history of Pakistan, mostly the leader of house and the leader of opposition, they people are not keeping good relationships while they people have to pass through this procedure. So most of the times they people are not able to have any decision which is up to the mark, that they should be sitting and having unanimous candidate for interim setup. But then if the people are unable to find out any unanimous person as the leader of house, I mean as well as in province and on federal level, then there is a constitutional provision in the Constitution of Pakistan. And what is that? That is means election commission is supposed to decide that who is going to be your next chief executive. So this time also occurred the same thing. The leader of house was Mr. Pervez Elahi, and leader of opposition is Mr. Hamza Shahbaz, who was the previously chief minister for few days before the Pervez Elahi. So they people are not keeping a good ties between. So then what they people are supposed to do is they didn't even have the sittings, and ultimately election commission decided a person, Mr. Mohsen Naqvi, to have been elected as a chief minister of Punjab for interim setup. So very first, difference was created between opposition and the government party, who is now also, both of them are out of this game, and they are not, nobody is in power, nobody is in opposition. So they got this difference on this decision, that they are not willing to, the PTI, who was in the power, they said that we people are going to reject this person as a chief minister, and they went to the Supreme Court for having this decision back, because they people are not going to accept him as a chief minister. So very first difference has been created here. Mean now, obviously, and also here I want to tell you about a constitutional point of view that interim setup is bound to have elections within 90 days. In 90 days, mean within 3 months. Just they people are having 3 months, and within the 3 months, the election commission, according to the constitution of Pakistan, they are bound to introduce elections. Now I am not understanding, even two majors are there, mean political runners are there. One is PMLN and one is PTI. So PMLN is agreed definitely on this personality, but PTI is totally against of this personality. And now I think 5 to 10 days have been passed. And even till today, no, the PTI is not agreed on this point of view that they are not going to accept this person as a chief minister of Pakistan. And also, they in this interim setup, Mr. Mohsen Naqvi, as the head of this interim regime, is bound to have elections within 90 days, obviously with the collaboration of election commission. Main responsibility goes towards election commission, but obviously a sitting government has to be participating in it, because administrative things are to be concerned with the sitting regime. So you can't say just this is going to be the liability of the election commission. No doubt is there that a sitting government is also held responsible for this. Now, I am not understanding why you are not accepting a person who is going to be the chief executive. Then definitely PTI is not going to accept the results. So I really don't understand where my country is going. And here I want to mention very important thing, that all of our politicians, I really unaware that what the people are going to do, how they are going to tackle the matters concerning of the state. That today Pakistan, God forbid, is near to be default lines. Pakistan is economically very much weaker. Inflation has been increased. I just was reading, listening a news before some time while being live from here, that mean petrol, we people are having the shortage of petrol from today. In many cities, in many districts, the people were talking about. And the issue of floor in my country has been prevailed more, much more. And I was observing somewhere a few days back, the floor from government side, that is going to be costing 65 rupees per kg. 65 rupees per kg. And in the markets, the price of the floor is 100 and around 30 rupees, somewhere 30, 35 or 40 rupees. So please listen, this is very important point I want to share with you guys. If you are going to purchase a flour for one time, for 1 kg, this is going to be costing 130 rupees, just suppose. And if you are going to have the flour from governmental side, what they people are offering, what our regime is offering, and somebody was telling me from the hotel that if you are going to purchase that flour, which is coming from government, so that is not eatable. You are going to damage your health too. It is going to occur. It is going to be a fact. It is going to be a reality. Okay? So how this comes possible that, okay, you are selling your flour within, in 65 rupees, but that is not up to the mark for eating. Then what is the use of selling that flour in that price? Is there any privilege? Is there any benefit? No, not at all. It's going to be a fact. But my sweet regime is not observing even the previous, and Krant is the interim setup, so they people are having a biggest plea that they are not supposed to tackle these issues, because just in 2-3 months we people are supposed to just arrange an election and we have to hand this regime over to the next elected government. So just imagine it, now your issues are not going to be resolved within 5 to 6 months more, which is going to be much troublesome for the people, for the common people of Pakistan. How is that? Obviously, it's just because like your floor problem is not going to be sorted out, not going to be eradicated. Your fuel prices problem is not going to be resolved out because, the biggest province of this country is Punjab. Punjab is more than your 50% country. So while Punjab is in the elections, you can consider that complete country is in the elections. And this is going to be the biggest pretext what our governments are having while in interim setup that they are not enjoying any power. So it's not going to be compulsory for them to be arranging the things and to bringing some conveniences for the people of Pakistan. It is going to be the fact. And it is unfortunate, but it is going to be a fact that they people are going to do nothing for you people, for the common, for the masses, for the poor, for non-haves. So this is going to be bad news for you guys, but it is going to be a fact that nothing is going to occur good for you guys. Minimum for next 5 to 6 months, because after 3 months, when a new regime is going to be in the power, so then they must be saying, okay, for first 90 days, we need to be set up more. We have to be establishing ourselves more, which is going to be unfortunate for, for every one of us. That just we people are keep on listening this blame game, that a current government is blaming the previous one and the previous one is blaming to the previous to previous, and just mean we people are, and in all this dilemma, in all this enigma, just who is going to be suffering from that one is going to be the masses, the people of Pakistan, the poor of Pakistan. Obviously, it's not an elite. Who is going to face the circumstances which must have been prevailed by the people, by the regime, by the regimes of Pakistan? But ultimately, who is going to be the sufferer? A nation, my poor, my common person, my mass one is going to face all these situations. But our government is helpless doing for us. So here, in the end, everything is in your awareness. Everything is known to you guys. I have to give you single liner lesson, what I keep on giving all the time, guys. What is that? That now, for what I've been working and making endeavors from last 2 to 3 years, what is that? That is time of election. You must be caring for your vote very first of all. It is going to be a biggest tool which you people are having in your hand, and just being in a robust manner, you people must be using it, and definitely choose a leader who is going to be up to the mark. Choose that person, choose that representative who is up to the mark, who you consider is going to be working for the betterment of the people of Pakistan, who is going to be working for the masses of Pakistan, who is going to be working for the poor of Pakistan. But definitely, it is in your hands now that you can decide, but later on, you won't be having anything in your hand. After voting, you have to be caring for your vote. It should not be theft out. It should not be robbed out. You have to be caring for. You have to be caring for your vote too. If you people are not caring, I tell you, the same dilemmas, the same crying, same screamings we people are supposed to be continuing. I don't understand. I don't know who is going to be the good leader for you, for me, for my nation, for my country. This is your responsibility. This is my responsibility. Whenever we people are going to decide about our leadership, whenever we people are going to decide about our representative, whenever we are supposed to be decide for our members for National Assembly, members for Provincial Assembly, we have to be looking at their past. We have to be looking at their previous timings. We have to be looking at what the people already have done for the people of Pakistan, for the masses of Pakistan, for the poor of Pakistan, what they've already done. Then we have to analyze that who is the best option or who could be the best. Obviously, I know that nobody is going to be up to the mark 100%, but definitely anybody should be on 90%. Somebody could be on 80%, some could be on 70. Then you have to be going for the 90%. If 90% is no one is there, then you have to be going for 80%, 70%. I mean, maximum level what you people are having in your options, you must be going for that. There I tell you that our country is going to be changed and our economic condition is going to be changed. And definitely, very first of all, the justice for all, justice for everyone on equal level is going to be the requirement for having flourished nation, for having flourished country, for having flourished my sweet homeland. Very first of all, we have to provide justice to each and every one. It should not be happening that a justice might be different for the elite and must be different for the poor. If you are not going to bridge it up, I tell you that nothing is possible. Nothing is possible for having flourished nation, for having flourished country. Thanks a lot. Long live Pakistan.